This was one of my criticisms with the episode The Gathering from the Clone Wars. The fact that they send these children unsupervised to face their trials is just so messed up. And then, yeah, it's not even bad enough that they do that. They have the masters just sit there until they die if the Padawans don't come back. Okay.
Like, this could be such a good episode, right? Because, like, conceptually, the idea of a Padawan, yeah, going through their trials, getting their lightsaber crystal, right? Like, that's really interesting. Mm-hmm. But both times Filoni's done it. He's just screwed it up.
Ezra, you in there?
Nope, no Ezra's in here.
Okay. What is this thing?
Oh, is that the holocron from earlier? Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the holocron.
I'm sorry for missing training.
It's all the same thing. The fact that you don't see it, you made a dangerous connection through the Force. Now I have to know if you are ready for a test, one that could determine if you're meant to be a Jedi.
It feels like a little bit of Force drama, but at the same time, I guess it makes sense. I could see Ezra being a bit like avoidant, like, and then Kanan's kind of like, "Are you going to take this seriously or not? Like, especially after what happens, like, we need to like work through this in your training." So I mean, like,
You want a second chance or not?
If you want to give me one.
I'm not giving you anything. Now go prep the Phantom.
What does that make? What? Do you want a second chance or not? Well, if you're willing to give me, well, I'm not giving you anything.
I thought he was gonna say, "Oh, you have to earn it," but then he didn't say that, and it's like, okay, that was a little weird.
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
You have to do this, Kanan. After what happened on the asteroid, you have to help him.
How did she overhear that conversation?
Apparently, sometimes their doors are like soundproof, and other times they're not.
Okay.
So, like, I was gonna mention that earlier when he knocked on the door and Zeb opened it to be like, he's not in here, and then closed it. Like, it was kind of funny, but at the same time, it's like, why didn't he just say, he's not in here, through the door? Because I think we've already established that their bedroom door is not soundproof.
No.
Where are we headed for this test?
That's what you're gonna tell me.
What?
Who's flying the ship?
I guess it's on autopilot?
I guess so.
Temples spread throughout the stars. Let the Force guide you to one of them.
And only my connection to the Force can lead me to the temple.
What? How is that not duh?
That was kind of like established and then...
Yeah.
There's a massive stone. And it's right here on Lothal.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
And he wasn't aware, Kanan wasn't aware of that temple? Or maybe he was aware of it and that's why he's just like, yep, we're just gonna fly around until... Oh, and they're right there? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Stone from my vision.
Autopilot disengaged.
You already knew.
Oh yeah, they were on autopilot.
Okay. He put in the coordinates, I guess. And he's like, if we, like, I'm guess.
What?
Yeah. See,
Because he was like, "You're gonna tell us where to go."
Yeah. See, he's saying, like, Ezra just cleared, like, hey, you already knew, didn't you? And he's saying, yeah, I checked the holocron back in my. So he sent the autopilot to drive them there. I guess if Ezra didn't figure out, then
That'd be a
he'd
little
just
awkward.
fly right over and be like, yeah, I guess we're going back to the ship.
Okay.
I guess it saves time. I guess. Right? Like if he's like, oh, I sent something. Okay, well, we're there now.
The holocron holds extensive star maps, but I was as surprised as you that there was a temple here.
What?
Okay, you
What?
How long have you been like using Lothal as your like home base and you never sensed the temple? Though I guess maybe if you weren't trying.
I guess.
I guess.
But if it was on the holocron, then like,
I
why?
guess he
The
never-
holocron is lying to me. Like what?
I don't know. I guess he never bothered to check for temples before now.
I guess not.
The Empire has access to all the old Jedi records. They may know about this temple and have it under surveillance.
Oh, okay. What? You didn't think maybe that's worth checking out first before you're like, yeah, let's just go over here. And he sends
walking.
Ezra out by himself. Well, he just meditates. There may be a threat here. You go by yourself and I'll just chill over here.
Maybe we
Yeah,
should be
no,
scouting.
good
Maybe
job,
he's
Kanan.
meditating to see if he can sense. That's actually a really good point. That they probably would have the temples under surveillance so that when Jedi come, then they're like, got you now!
Yeah.
Right? Like, destroy a bunch of the, like, so you only have a few that you need to surveil, and then just, oh, here's another one. Oh, here's another one. The Jedi just keep coming.
The stone. It wants to admit me. No, us.
What? A friend of ours on our Discord has pointed out that's not how the Force works. Stone is not sentient because of the Force, so it can't want you to open it and have, like, rules for how it will open. So, like, I think that's a valid criticism, in my opinion. Yeah, if this place is under surveillance, I'm sure nobody noticed that.
Yeah, no way they can lift that. It's huge. It's like freaking gargantuan.
Are they lifting it? I thought they're just kind of like, hey, we are here, Forcey vibe sending. And then the stone is like, oh, Master and Padawan are together in the little circle. Now I will open.
I have no idea.
It didn't seem like they were, like, lifting it to me. It's very vague.
Not explained well at all.
Don't lose focus. We don't want this thing crashing down on us.
Wait. That seems to suggest that they are lifting it, because he's like, oh, if you lose focus, then it'll crash down. So I'm sorry, you have to stay focused the entire time you're in there? Like, are they...
They don't seem focused right now.
They don't seem very focused right now.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. And I guess they were focusing because he lost focus when the skeleton freaked him out, and now the thing is closing.
Yeah, that was weird. The whole focusing thing it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. I don't know why there's a skeleton there.
Dead guys are distracting.
Valid.
Yes,
Valid.
very valid.
They look like they're meditating, though. Did they just, like, meditate
until they die?
die?
Yes, okay.
I'm getting, like, Firefly vibes here, like, where the people just, like, I'm just gonna lay down and die. Right? So it's like, is that what happened here? Why are there dead Jedi just chilling and meditating? How are they still sitting in a meditative stance when they are dead?
Masters whose Padawans never returned.
That's why they're done, because their Padawan went in and never came out, and they just kept waiting, I guess.
Okay.
That is so stupid.
It is quite stupid.
I just can't with this.
And also, like, because this was one of my criticisms with the episode The Gathering from the Clone Wars, the fact that they send these children unsupervised to face their trials is just so messed up. And then, yeah, it's not even bad enough that they do that. They have the Masters just sit there until they die if the Padawans don't come back. Okay.
Yeah, because we were questioning, right? Like, what would they do if the kids didn't come back, right? Like,
They just die.
would they actually let them die or not? And this seems to answer that.
Yep.
And that's super messed up.
It is.
And it's like, Filoni's portrayal of the Jedi, there's lots of times where it's like, I don't think the Jedi are actually like that. That seems to be Filoni's twisted view of them.
Yeah.
And this seems to be another one of those cases where he's like, yeah, the Jedi would just let kids die and then kill themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Okay.
no.
You're putting your life in my hands?
You put your training in mine.
Yeah, and
That's
like
very different. Very different.
hugely different. But again, it's putting all this like emotional pressure on Kanan. Like, hey, if you don't come back, then I'm gonna die too. So
Sorry,
like,
I think you meant Ezra.
I said Kanan, didn't I?
Yes, you said Kanan.
Because I'm dumb. Okay, You know what I meant. Thank you very much for correcting me. This is dumb. This is dumb.
Wait, what exactly am I looking for?
Nothing and everything.
That doesn't help.
I know.
Okay.
That's what my master told me.
So she sucked too? Okay.
Good to know. I mean, and this one, like at least on, what was it, Ilum? It was just some ice that you could like break through. Like a little kid was able to like break through the ice. But
even though they should not have been able to do that.
I mean, depending on how thick it is, but yeah.
Well,
I think
at the end, it was quite solid, and somehow
was it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought
I
because
remember
it was
that
just
being
starting to
one of our
form.
criticisms.
Okay, can't remember, but yeah. Either which way, the point is, this
is dumb.
There's no way that he could break through that. Just
no.
Running real hard at it. So
He'd be more likely to break himself. Maybe that's how the other Padawans died. This is horrible.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah,
The Gathering 2.0.
Lothrat, Lothcat, Lothwolf run. Pick a path and all is done.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I do like when they have little world building things like that.
That's how you're choosing? What happened to using the Force?
What happened to having faith in me?
He's hallucinating Kanan right now?
I guess so. But it's also like, okay, how does he think Kanan got through the door?
I think he's just hallucinating.
I mean, based on what I know of the episode, this is like a Force vision or thing or whatever. But he's so quickly like, oh, this must be Kanan. And not like, wait, how'd you get through the door?
Well, that's why I think it's just something he's conjuring in his mind.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. He's not questioning what he's conjuring in his mind.
Well, why would he if he purposely conjured it?
Oh, okay. I guess it's clearly not intentional.
I don't know. Okay. That's a little
That was
disturbing.
short-lived.
I don't think we'll be seeing him again, which is too bad.
Really? He's awfully happy just to get my cabin back to myself.
It's too bad because he had skills that were useful to our cause.
That's pretty cold, guys. I pity him.
I was gonna say, I think they do a good job there of making that believable. Mm-hmm. I could believe that those characters would be saying those things.
Yeah.
And so then it makes sense that he believes that it's actually the character saying those things. That got really dark.
Dark, yes.
Super dark. Oh. At least they did better than TCW. Like, I feel like TCW would have shown.
Yeah, absolutely. They would have.
Though they did show Kanan dying, right? Like, but then again, like, he's realizing, like, hey, no, this is all in my head. This is just something I'm being shown.
This isn't you talking. I'm not back on the ghost. I couldn't be.
But he didn't question it when Kanan first showed up. Like, how'd you get through the door, bro? Like, you can let that one squeak by, I guess. And so then I can allow for his realization to happen here, but I feel like maybe
Again, it's just that general vagueness.
But for me, it's more so, I wish they had addressed it. Like, hey, how did you get through the door? And then Kanan been like, well, I just cut my way through or something, right? Like, and then you realize when he realizes, no, this is all in your head. Rather than you're like, oh, but how did Kanan get through the door? Why didn't you think of that? Like, but maybe that's just, you know, I'm watching it with my brain turned on, so.
I'm alone. Abandoned. Again.
I feel like this dialogue is a bit too on the nose. Like, they could have made that a bit more subtle.
Again, it's one of those things, it very much feels like a kid's show.
Yeah.
In those moments. Mm-hmm. That they're just spelling everything out.
Or are you afraid to face your demise?
Afraid of being alone again? Sure. Afraid of letting down my master? Absolutely. I'm not afraid.
I find that a little bit contradictory because he's like, I'm afraid of being alone and letting Kanan down, and then he says, I'm not afraid. It would have made more sense if he said, I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, but then again, it's kind of spelling it out. Just like, I feel like that was clear enough because he was like, "Oh, you're afraid to die." I was like, "No, I'm not afraid." So I don't know. I think that was clear to me. See, if things are clear to you and they're not clear to me, things are clear to me and they're not clear to you. You know, a friend again had a criticism that his character moment here is a little undercut because at this point he's realized it's an illusion, and so then it's like, is this really him kind of like getting over his fear, choosing the path of the Jedi, or is this him being like, nah, I'm like 99% sure this is an illusion, so the best way to get past this is to, nope, it's not real. So, you know, like, it kind of undercuts it, that he knows it's not real.
For what lies ahead, ready are you?
I don't know. What lies ahead? This definitely feels like a cameo for the sake of cameo.
Yeah. And the fact that, like, Yoda would have to be force Skyping from Dagobah to do this, because it's not like he's dead.
But he's the exact same, like, sparkly...
Qui-Gon was.
That Qui-Gon was.
The Clone Wars.
It's kind of like...
It's like,
suggesting that... sorry. Spit all over the microphone.
Don't spit on the microphone. What did the microphone ever do to you?
Oh, it's just so rude, you know. Yeah, no, it's kind of ridiculous.
Like, there's Order 66 is a thing that happened. There are like a bajillion dead Jedi you could choose from, but you had to have Yoda? Why?
They could have had Qui-Gon again.
Yes!
Kid's taking too long.
What, you're not just gonna sit there and die? like the others?
How can this be?
Be not concerned with how.
Oh yeah, just hand wave that, shall we?
Don't ask questions, just consume.
It's literally just like the Maz Kanata line. Oh, a good question for another time. We're never gonna answer it, ever.
No, it's in those moments, it's definitely the creator talking to the audience. Just
don't question
ask.
it, man.
We're moving past that. Just keep coming along for the ride.
So stupid.
Don't think about it.
See who I can. Before I could not. Changed. Something has.
I've taken on an apprentice.
Apprentice?
What?
Why would that change the fact that Yoda wouldn't be able to see him through the... I would have thought, like, it has something to do with them coming to the temple, which is a place that is rich in the Force. But no, it's like, no, it's because you took an apprentice. What sense does that make?
That doesn't make
That
any
does not make sense.
That's not how the Force works.
I'm not sure of my decision to train Ezra.
I thought, okay, this feels like we're going to give our character growth and then cut him off at the knees so that we can have him grow again. Because they already addressed that, like, with the whole, like, oh, Yoda said, do or do not, there is no try, and then he finally comes to understand, he's like, I'm going to stop trying to be your teacher, and I'm going to teach you. And now he's like, I'm still kind of on the fence about it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's definitely backtracking.
I love how Yoda's talking to him and talking to him at the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so was the Grandmaster, like, always Force Skyping Padawans who came into the temple to guide them through, or is he just giving, like, Ezra some special treatment here?
I guess he got super bored on Dagobah, so he was like, yeah, I'm gonna, like, do some Force Skyping, see if anybody new is kicking around.
Need guidance. Because their master's not doing it. It's like, it's like, if those skeletons at the front are real, I guess he didn't help those Padawans. Guess he was too busy for that.
I guess so.
Maybe they've been there since, like, before Order 66, so he's just like, I got a lot going on right now. Sorry, no can do.
Kanan said I was gonna be tested, but he never said what for or why.
I thought he did
I thought he did. Like, to find out whether or not
you're ready to be a Jedi.
Your path, you must decide.
I won't let him lose his way. Not like I did.
How did you lose your way?
No,
exactly.
I'm more questioning. I won't let him lose his way. Right after Yoda's like, it's your path, you decide. So like we have we have the teacher being like, no, I will control him and make sure that he doesn't go off the right path. But at the same time, he's being like, no, like, you gotta go in there, figure this out for yourself. It's like, it doesn't feel complex. It feels inconsistent. He's saying one thing and doing another, and like he's doing the right thing, but then talking as if he has the wrong mentality, and it's like, I mean, it's not impossible, but it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, and I don't get the feeling that it's, like, intentional. I don't know.
I'd make the Empire suffer for everything it did, for everything it took.
A few moments later.
I'll protect everyone.
That was fast, I felt. He went from super angry revenge to like, no, I want to help people. And now he's just getting a crystal because?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
This kind of feels like the mirror of Erized
in Harry Potter, where it's like, if you want the thing out of the mirror, you can't get it, but if you don't want it, then you get it.
Basically, it's just like, if he had been like, yeah, I want it, give it to me, I need the power, he never would have gotten the crystal, but because he said the right thing, then it's like, oh, okay, you get crystal.
Oh, okay.
The temple just
like
kind of
out of nowhere.
Like, yeah, in the gathering,
Crystals
like they had to work for
yeah,
it, but in this, it's just
they
like,
grow. The crystals grow. So they out of thin air like that. No, that is not. What?
It just magically floats down from the ceiling when you say the right thing. I guess Yoda like force teleported it to him. I don't know.
What is this?
This is dumb.
It is. It is.
Okay, would we say this is worse than The Gathering?
Oh no, definitely not worse than The Gathering.
There's a lot of bad, though.
There is a lot. It's close to The Gathering, I'd say.
I'd say it's on par with The Gathering. Ahsoka is what puts The Gathering further down.
Yes, absolutely.
Because her presence
100%.
just immediately makes things worse. Mm-hmm. If Ahsoka showed up here, then they'd be on par. I guess if you get the crystal, then the door opens for you.
Okay.
And otherwise your master just dies. Wait, why were there no skeletons inside? Maybe they fell
just a
down
practice for this temple? Like, did they never do that at Ilum? So, like, if one of the kids or all of the kids did not come back,
then I guess Yoda and Ahsoka would just die.
Sit down and die.
I guess so. Okay, then.
We need a new Grand Master because he decided to sit down and die.
You see, that's the thing. This temple is all like, no, it has to be a Master and Padawan. But all of the Padawan, like, it was younglings. All the younglings went on Illumin. They didn't have Masters of their own.
I guess this was just like a post-Order 66 implementation?
Maybe? Or maybe it was like if you're...
But it would be even less likely then that the Padawans would have Masters or the Masters would have Padawans because so many of them are dead.
It's like, at what point do I guess you bring them here if they're Padawans without lightsabers. For some reason they missed the field trip to Ilum, I guess, where they get escorted by the Grand Master and some random other Padawan. To get their lightsaber while they're still younglings.
So weird.
I don't think Filoni knows anything about the Jedi and what they do in their organization. I think it's very clear he has no idea.
Mm-mm. When I brought you here, I didn't see this happening.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence!
That's amazing! I had no idea that would happen! So what was Kanan planning to do if he didn't magically get the Kyber crystal out of the vending machine? Was he gonna take him to Ilum next to get a lightsaber crystal? He'd have to go through the trials again there to find his... Like,
what the heck?
He had no idea this temple was here. He has no idea what this temple is like, except that he has to stay outside and die.
In this episode!
It's just, and then he legitimately was going to give up on Ezra and go back, like go in for him, but he didn't because Yoda stopped him. Like, so if Yoda hadn't been there, then Kanan would have ruined Ezra's test. And if Yoda hadn't been there, Ezra would have failed the test because he had no freaking clue what he was supposed to do. He never would have said the right things in the right room if Yoda hadn't been like, hey, let's have a dialogue here about why you're becoming a Jedi and what you think being a Jedi is. Like, oh my goodness.
This is amazing.
we were doing okay. Like, Rebels up until now has been okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is such a letdown. Like, this could be such a good episode, right? Because, like, conceptually, the idea of a Padawan, going through their trials, getting their lightsaber crystal, right? Like, that's really interesting. Mm-hmm. But both times Filoni's done it. He's just screwed it up! You stopped focusing!
I was just thinking, shouldn't we use it as a base or something? Who knows what else is in there?
I know what's in there. The past.
What? Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, okay. I guess he's saying you can't desecrate a Jedi temple by using it as a base. I don't know.
What kind of lightsaber could he possibly build with the junk we have laying around?
I had some bits and pieces that might work. Chopper even donated a power cell.
Wow, the one good thing Chopper has done in this entire show so far.
Good thing they just had bits and bobs laying around that could make a lightsaber.
That was very convenient.
Oh my god! What is that?
It looks like a staple gun. I look at that and all I see is a staple gun. That's all I will ever see looking. It looks like a staple gun. They're playing the special music.
Yeah.
Another criticism a friend mentioned was he felt like they shouldn't have rushed through the building of the lightsaber off screen. They could have done more with that. I think definitely, absolutely, no question, they could have done more with that. Though whether it's necessary for a good story, I don't know.
I feel like they could have just left it at them flying away from the temple, because when it transitioned to the next scene, it was like, oh,
we're not done yet.
It's still going.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But like, it's potentially they could have done the next episode where it's kind of like in the background. They keep referring to Ezra building his lightsaber or showing him like tinkering on it, and then by the end of that episode, he's done.
I would even give a pass for like, they have this as the opening scene for the next episode or something. Like, he's like, oh, it's finally done. Oh, you've been working on that thing for weeks. And yeah, you want to check it out, right? Like, and yeah, you can have the, oh, I gave him this. And like, I kind of like do like that aspect of everybody kind of contributed a piece. So if they did dedicate an episode, I think a subplot in the next episode of him getting those, like, having that more of a story there as he gets all the pieces from everybody and builds his lightsaber. I think that would have been a lot better. But yeah, I would have given it a pass if it had opened the next episode with it being built. Like, it didn't have to be done on screen, but there's a rich story that could have happened if they'd put it on screen.
Yeah. Anyway.
There. I am done saying my things.
Don't forget to
Patron, comment, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell if you want, or this might turn into super thanks in future. Share with people, because it's a nice thing to do.
That's how we grow.
After all the phone calls, now we get knocking, and so we're leaving because people just want us, because we're apparently very popular.
Indeed, yes.
There you go, over 1,000 subs now. Bye.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. I was trying to eat
and sing at the same time.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Happy anniversary.
Thanks. I love attending funerals right after my anniversary.
Just an FYI, we are in the middle of recording.
Yeah, so hurry it up. Got something to say? Say it! I kind of want to spend some quality time with my husband.
Lame.
Oh, lame. Why don't you just burn your house down.
Yeah. So much cooler.
That's not quality time, in my opinion.
It is.
I mean, I know that's a controversial take in this crowd, but
Unbelievable.
Totally unbelievable.
That's like literally the best thing ever.
Yeah.
okay, I will take that into consideration.
Alright, well, you guys record the best thing that you've ever recorded in your whole life today.
No
We
pressure.
will.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Adieu.
Okay, you're taking too much time. I am hanging up. Bye. I hit the red button, but that was not the right red button.
Not the right button.